Yeah,
What
one
can you
thing
do?
that I find really frustrating about the guards is really frustrating is an overstatement. Slightly annoying about the guards is on the last successful pickpocket you have on them, it will root you in place for a
Mm,
tick.
Oh,
So
really?
if you spawn the guard at the same time, or
right.
if you are waiting to just dive out at the last second for a guard that's coming in on patrol, you can get caught off there, and it's just like
Yeah, that's
ultimately it's
annoying.
me being greedy, trying to just
Yeah.
tick perfect everything, and it's just been a little frustrating, like needing to step back and go, okay, no, I need to take like a 5 second loss here because if I don't, I'm gonna get caught, and then it's just gonna be it's gonna be very frustrating.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fair.
I find it really interesting. You said earlier, Zerdones, that the vault is less punishing than the arsenal,
Mhm.
which I agree with until you understand the arsenal. Like once you've
Yeah.
done it a few times and you have a good sense of what the timing is for everything.
Mm. Yeah, that's fair.
After that point, the once you get over like not being stacked out and killed, the amount of loot that you tend to lose in a run is very minimal because if you
Right.
if you lose too many, you're just dead.
Sure. Sure.
Whereas with the vault, it's a lot easier for me to get caught, you know, three, four, five times, and then
Mm.
suddenly not be able to get the full 500 points
Mm.
because I've just been caught too many
Mm.
times.
Yeah,
So
fair enough.
it's less. I guess a way to think about it is maybe that it is more punishing so that you are and it forces you to be better, whereas it's easier to get away with being a little bit more sloppy with the vault.
Yeah, or
That is
the
absolutely true, I think.
yeah, the vault more rewards yeah, the vault I don't want to say rewards exactly, but yeah, the vault is more punishing if you're trying to speed run it badly.
That's
Whereas
amazing.
like if you're like me and you're just kind of creeping along, like I said, I've only done a couple of runs of each of them. Like if you're just kind of going through slowly trying to figure it out, like it's very straightforward. It's not.
Right.
It's very it eases you in. But then there is that very steep ramp up where you need to be very careful if you're trying to go through very quickly and maximize your runs per hour. Whereas,
Mhm.
yeah, the vault is the other way around. Like the vault is there's a lot where you need to be moving very quickly. You need to have a good understanding of the timings. You need to have a pretty good understanding of how the movement mechanics work
Yeah,
because
yeah.
the movement mechanics in RS are very non-intuitive at times. And I don't think that's exactly a good thing to like I don't
I
think
was
it's
gonna
it's
bring that up extensively with the arsenal. So
I, I have this complaint about other parts of the game as well. I made this complaint about the song from the Depths quest. I don't feel like it's good
Mhm.
game design to make the basic mechanics an obstacle.
in
Like
terms
if you're
of,
fighting
so would that
against
be
the
like
game
movement then?
mechanics, yeah, movement.
Okay.
Like
Mm.
if you're fighting against the basic mechanics of the game, if you're saying like the basic mechanics of the game are an obstacle for you to overcome, to me that like that you're drawing attention to the fact that your game sucks.
My main
Yeah.
issue was in that pylon room where you charge the crystal and you've got to follow that actual path that
Oh
sort of
yeah, yeah.
lights up.
Hmm.
You've
Yep.
got to go to click on that first square and you'd click on the gate because the gate clicks on and
Yeah.
you'd step back out and it's gone, oh, Jesus.
My
Yeah, that's
I did
feedback for
that. I
that
did that several
would
times.
be to have
But yeah.
that path appear for another, 2 ticks
a little
probably.
longer.
Just to have that
Yeah,
stick
it is
around for a
very,
little
very
longer.
short.
So,
Yeah.
Yeah, the lack of what in OSRS they would call true tile is really apparent with the
Mm.
with the heists.
Yeah.
There's a visual desync between where your character it appears to be and where your character actually is.
Yeah.
And if you're not familiar with that, it can lead. I imagine it could lead people to a lot of
yeah, so
frustration.
effectively
Yeah.
what that means is that your character is at a different spot on the server than your client showing it. Most of the
Yep.
times just one tile or so ahead of where you are, but in weird and odd situations, sometimes it can be 2 or 3 if you're running or there's other things happening.
If you're running, it's two.
In the zone.
Animation stalls for sure can be really funky.
And see, that's the thing.
It's really noticeable in the vault when you have projectiles that you're dodging, because they can just go straight through you. And it's like, why does this work? What?
Yeah. and see, that's
how am I not dead?
And see, that's the thing. For people who come here to hear me complain about old school and combat, that's the entire thing about the combat system in that game, Zerdones, that you were saying that really just irks me the wrong way, is that, like you said, movement as a mechanic, you have to question just why exactly a game is doing such a thing like that. So,
well, I don't think movement itself is a problem. I think it's just like the fact that movement in RuneScape is so janky, and that jank seems to be like when you embrace that jank as a game mechanic, that kind of nags at me a bit.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Like, movement itself is a fine mechanic, but yeah,
you just got to do it right.
Right, exactly.
And that speaks with the idea of, with everything we know, why were the ranges of the patrolling guard circles instead of squares? As one example. So
I'm never gonna get over that. It's just so frustrating. You can be standing in the circle and be perfectly fine.
Yeah, because the circle's a lie.
I noticed that more on Big Game Hunter than I did on this, but yes, I can agree with that one.
It's like you can learn it, but like,
yeah,
it's not intuitive,
right? And that's the thing. How easy is it to learn?
I mean, it's pretty easy.
Like if we didn't have, if people didn't have podcasts telling them, if people didn't have movement guides for PVM and combat, how easy would it be to learn the movement of this game?
I mean, it wasn't.
Like, I don't think
we played this game for a long time without really knowing how the movement.
Yeah. And to be clear, that does not detract from the Vault of Herodotus. It doesn't detract from that. That's some of my favorite content that's probably ever been released this week. I just want to make that
I played
very
this
clear.
Game for like...
It's your favorite of this week's content? That's not a high bar.
I mean, content that was released this week, that's some of my favorite of this year and this decade, let's just say.
Yeah.
Be a little bit more clear on that.
I played this game for, almost 2 years before I realized there was a wiki and podcasts and all that on it, so...
Yeah. Are you guys ready to move on to the Assyrian Arsenal?
Yes.
Quick. Oh yeah, move on to the Arsenal. Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Yeah.
I won't contribute much to this one because I haven't actually tried this one yet.
I was wondering, you don't have anything else, Lemon, for the vault?
But not for the vault specifically, but I should just say before I forget, because it's not anywhere in the game. You got to go to external sources to figure this out. But according to Mod Sponge on Twitter. Lockpicks give a 3% success rate increase to chests and I think for also the doors in the arsenal.
Yeah, you think, yeah.
And the master lockpick from safe cracking gives 7% better chance.
Yeah,
so,
I have to go back and do saves because I never got the lockpick and the stethoscope that can go on the tool belt. So I got to go back.
I did that over the weekend. So it's worth noting that the master stethoscope isn't any better for heist. It's just the convenience of not having to. Yeah.
Don't have to worry about it.
And it should also be stated that you can do safes without having done the Lost Her Marbles mini quest. But it's going to be extremely slow. Don't do it. Go do the mini quest. And also after you've done the mini quest, make sure you talk to the safe cracking tutor. Otherwise, again, it's going to be very slow.
Yes.
So